Becoming Sister Wives, Chapter 10, Part 2. However, on the days I didn't work, I usually cooked for my kids alone. Even when I put food on the table or stock my fridge, my kids are eager to go scavenge in other mothers' fridges and cupboards. It is a universal truth that someone else's food is always more interesting. The kids have always been free to move from house to house. Obviously, in Utah, this was a lot easier than it is now in Las Vegas. These days, there is plenty of walking, driving, and shuttling back and forth. It's a lot of work to keep track of which kids are where and how they got there and how they're getting back and where they need to be later. Everyone is on the go, but it's comforting to know that our kids are always being supervised by a parent. There are many evenings, especially on weekends, when my house is completely quiet because the kids have dispersed to the other houses. Over the summer, my pool was pretty popular with the older kids, while the younger girls have always got really excited to sleep over at Robin's. They think it's cool to have a couple of new sisters with different toys and different games. During the school year, Christine and Robin's house seems to be where most of the kids want to hang out because they are the easiest places for all the siblings to meet up with each other as well as other kids in the neighborhood. Certain kids often form attachments with mothers other than their own. These can be lifetime bonds or simply temporary solutions to something a kid is going through during a particular time in his or her life. Currently, Hunter gravitates towards Christine. She has her own way of talking to him and can be more helpful to him during this phase than I can. And for this, I'm unbelievably grateful. I am so glad that my sister wives as well as Cody are there with me as we navigate the murky waters of adolescence, especially issues of love and sexuality. For me, the most important lesson to teach my kids is to not get too serious too fast. The adults constantly back me up and emphasis to our children that serious dating is not all appropriate in high school. If our kids are to date, we prefer them to go on group dates. When Madison, Levin, and Hunter, I am very blunt in discussing perils of too much intimacy before they are mature enough to handle it. I never tired telling them that unexpected babies and STDs could mess up their lives if they're not careful, but boy, do they roll their eyes at me when I get on my soapbox. Fortunately, I'm not in this alone. I have 4 other adults who will reinforce our vision of morality and